I'm static, roaming through your radio, interference to the signal, disturbance to your favorite show. I'm panic, playing back in stereo. I was stranded by the ripple of this broken speaker cone.
Good evening, everybody. This is a show where we discuss racial stereotypes. This is a show where we discuss sexism. This is a show where we discuss misogyny. This is the Pigeonhole. You know what? Yeah, I guess we can discuss some of those things. This show comes out once a month. Check it out, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Sunday once a month. So you can just check it out. Check out all my other episodes, They're all right. They're pretty good shows. What you do is you take your submissions, or if you want to be submissive, you take it into the Styles Rebel Radio Discord page and you submit it into the Discord under the Pigeonhole section, and then that will appear on the next episode. At this point, it can be almost anything. And I feel like in the West, in America, we are so desensitized to just, absurdities. Instagram is just, we can say anything that we want there, really. We just can't say anything about some people, some funny little people. And I'm sure, wink, wink, we all know what it is. I'm talking to you, Fuentes. I'm talking to you, Owens. I'm talking to you, Shapiro. You know who I'm talking to. You just can't say certain things about certain people, But, I can. It's America. It's what we do. Kind of the things we do. So read about them. It's a good thing to read about those kind of people. Read about the history of free speech in this country. This isn't a political show. I don't know why I'm getting down to this subject. But I heard a fire bar the other day from the Red Rising book. Book 4. It's Iron Gold. It's from the first chapter of the book. And it's... It is our duty as free men to read so that we are not led by the nose by tyrants. And that's a pretty good one. So, good thing all of you people out there are reading things that tyrants totally aren't leading you on, like your smutty books that totally aren't in the young adult section of Barnes & Noble. You ever gone to a Barnes & Noble and you went to the young adult section? It's gay porn. That's all it is. Just take a... Dude, literally, you will turn your head 5 degrees to the right and you will just see 2 gay dudes just kissing on a cover, or they're cuddling up in a field somewhere. And I already know that there's some like 12-year-old, 13-year-old girl in the back of class who's the quiet girl who's writing this stuff. And what's even worse is that there are 30-something, late 20 to 30-plus-year-old women that are writing this stuff and selling it to kids. That's... it's like the same argument of if you drug somebody, or if you're a party host and you provide alcohol, you're the one that's the problem. The people that consume it are not the primary concern. You're the one that's getting the most federal charge. There you go. You're the one in trouble. So I just saying, these smut writers, you're not hurt. You're not. You're just making a quick and easy buck while denigrating the American society. That's just a little short tangent on smut, and I'm sure that many people here agree on that. I feel like the only people that like smut are women in their 20s and 30s, and maybe above that, who are mothers, who are widowed, or you're a twink. I don't. That's really the only. That's it. So that's something that I got. You know what? Let's go straight into the juice. Let's go straight into the juice. This first submission is by Style in the Pigeonhole, and it is, you wouldn't. It's a tramp stamp tattoo of a guy. This is what I want to see instead of the smut. You wouldn't happen to have a cigarette. It's a pretty good tramp stamp. Where is the term tramp from? This shows my ignorance, and I don't know where the term tramp comes from. I know there's Lady and the Tramp. Is tramp just a... I don't know. Submit it in the chat, in the Pigeonhole chat. You know, I say all of these controversial things at the start of the episode, and then I'm humbled by not knowing what the word tramp means. It's the education system in our country, you know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just saying all the key words. This guy over here is saying all the key words. Maybe I should run for office one day. Let's see how that goes. Let's see what happens if the Pidge runs for office. You will have a political pigeon instead of a military carrier pigeon. That would be something. No, I'm never running for office. I'm not trying to chase power like the wind, like all of our politicians do, rather than climbing the mountain of power and then getting torn down by those that are carried with the wind, like shards or blades that fly through a haystack. That's just me. You know, this is what happens. This is what happens, folks. This is what happens when you're allowed to express your opinions after a while. This is also what happens when you watch Wheel of Fortune. Ryan Seacrest. This is what happens when it's on every day, y'all. You don't even realize that? Wheel of Fortune is on every day at like 6:30, like 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, PM. It's nuts. It's like every day there's a Wheel episode on, and it's still going. And the in-laws, dude, they love it. They love it. People in their 60s love Wheel. Ryan Seacrest is in his 50s, by the way. He's 51. Just a Ryan Seacrest update. And Vanna White, the woman who like walks around and portrays the letters on the board, she's like 71. She's like 69 or 71. I can't remember the exact number, but dude, huh? Are we just gonna like keep aging game show hosts until they die off? I mean, is that how it works? It's pretty much becoming the, here we go again, political system in the state of America. There's no age limit on it. There we go. You know what? We know this. People of America know this. Why aren't we more like the French in this aspect? This is the one time I will compliment the French. What? Dude, they get a reduction. They get taxed plus 1% and they're burning down government buildings. Like, that's so much more interesting in America. It's because we're so freaking consumed by salesmanship, and just because, I don't know, I guess it's also geographical. Everything is so far apart. But I digress. The next one is sent by Style, and it's like a Burger King crown with SpongeBob on it, and it's a Facebook Marketplace item that says just listed the racism crown for $10. Racist. Oh, there it is, folks. There's the R word. Everyone applaud. Everyone applaud in the back. Everyone applaud in the back. What are the names? Speaking of people in like see, this is what's going on. I had one beer, and now I'm just going off of tangents about things that are not pertinent to the actual post itself. I thought of, here's how my mind, I went through racism crown. I went through the guy on the plane, because we all know the guy on the plane. Get that lovely woman off the plane. Him, that guy. And then I went to Abraham Lincoln's assassination. And then I went to the Muppets from the guys that sit up in the seat, the two old men that just scold everybody. That's who I went to. That's where, do you think the Muppets were part of that? You think they were part of the Abe Lincoln assassination? Can we get a Muppets recreation of presidential assassination attempts? I think that would be a pretty good bit. I could definitely, that would actually be a pretty killer bit. See what I mean? I didn't mean it. Anyone else get pissed off when they accidentally make a pun? Just me? I don't know. Whatever. Next one was sent by Style. Is this an Amazon review? Yeah, Style sent me an Amazon review by Elaine Mitchell. It's oh no, this is a Yelp review. It's our waitress was unattended. My food was overcooked and burnt. I will not go back again. The owner responded with, "This is an auto repair shop. We do not serve food." I'm gonna start calling mechanics waitresses now. Waiter! Oh, waiter! That would be that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, man. What's another good term for a mechanic that's also a waiter? That's That's a stupid prompt. Not even. You guys tune into this. You guys listen to this show sometimes, and I'm over here like, what's a good term for a waiter that's also a mechanic? This is 25 minutes. 25 minutes. That's what this is. You know what? It is what it is. It's these are the things that happen when you do this stuff for years. I actually don't know how long I've been doing the pigeonhole, but all right. The next one is a T-shirt that Style sent me. You know what the T-shirt says? It's a white shirt, black text. I got Lockjaw doing graveyard shift at the dick sucking factory, and all I got was Lockjaw, as previously mentioned. Give me that. Give me that shirt, not the Lockjaw. Relax. You can't say that. You can't say that. For those of you that know, Candace Owens. Look up that clip. Nick Fuentes probably busts that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Why is it in the past couple of episodes I have mentioned his name over and over again? Is it because his name is just popping up on the algorithm? Like, if you say his name, Spotify will say, like, "Ooh, you like Fuentes? Maybe you'll like the pigeonhole." No, you won't. No, you won't. You will not like the pigeonhole if you like Fuentes. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm saying you won't like this because you like him. But you know what I would like? Nice creamy pint. Creamy pint right now of Guinness. Right now, in the state of Tennessee, around Nashville where I'm at, the entirety of the South is in a panic. In a panic because we got 2 inches of snow. I know, I checked. Don't ask how. But, yeah, I checked. And, yeah, everyone's panicked. Like, no one's on the road. Probably schools are called off on Monday. They're going to be called off on Monday. You know, I record this on Saturday, and then I post it on Sunday. But, going back to Guinness, Domino's Pizza said it's been a long week, and that's the Domino's Ranch, or, blue cheese. I don't, they're white dressing, and it's in a Guinness glass. Yeah. Guinness, top 5 beer, maybe potentially top 3 beer. When it comes to dark, now I'm gonna have all my beer sommeliers being like, "Dude, you've never tried the bird shit IPA that comes from this distillery in Kansas City?" No, dude. I don't care that they got 3rd place in the 2016 Beer Olympics. I don't care, dude. I want just like, I like my lagers. I like my dark beer. I like my Guinness. I've tried other dark beers. They don't compare. None of it compares. I've tried a bunch of the German dark beers. It doesn't compare. Lagers are good. I don't think I've ever tried a bad lager beer. Like an English pale ale, pretty good. That's probably one of the only IPAs that I actually like. Is a pale ale. Voodoo Ranger, trash. Garbage beer. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. I had a prickly pear beer once from Arizona. Not good. Not good at all. These are like, ugh. Just, dude, it tastes like chemicals. Like, IPAs taste more like chemicals than like pop itself, or soda, or Coke if you're crazy. If you're part of the country that says Coke, like, I want a Coke, what kind of Coke will you have? You have a family member that does Coke, or has done Coke. I'm just saying, that's how it works. Next one is a post by Style, and it's a Snapchat from Christina. Christina says, "Hey, Streaks?" He responded with, "How old are you?" 28. It's on my story. Bloody hell, big age of 28. Add me on quick. Add to the Streaks. Get a fucking job. Add to your streak. Get a job. Dude. At the big age of 28. Yeah. I bet there's some of you right now that are listening to this that they're like, "Oh, wait, 28? Those are some kids. I remember, he's a good kid. 28 years old. He's about 32 years old. He's a good kid." Bro. That's a grown man. What do you mean kid? I feel like you could say kid to anybody that's younger than you. That doesn't make it right. It's one of those things that's just subjective in the English language. Is just calling somebody that's younger than you kid. That's like a 14-year-old calling a 13-year-old kid. It's no different. It's no different than someone that's 40 calling someone that's 20 or 35 a kid. It's not. And I'm sick and tired of those old heads being like, "Oh, you better wait. You wait till you're that age. You'll understand." No, I won't. No, I don't think I will. And they're gonna be like, "Oh, you just wait and see. You just wait and see. You just..." Bro, no. Relax. Next one is by style. Oh, look, it's Jake Underwood from the Off Air podcast. Take a look at this guy. He's on a billboard. He's on a billboard May 6, 2026. Only 6 more years until his first prostate exam. It's a real billboard. It's probably right next to the Ted. I was about to say Ted Kaczynski. I got Misny and Kaczynski mixed up. Probably not the best name to get mixed up. You know what? I wouldn't be mad if I saw a Ted Kaczynski billboard up. What state, what place in the United States would have a Ted Kaczynski billboard put up? I mean, wherever he did things, which I don't know enough Kaczynski lore. There's probably some dude on the internet that just answered it right off of the top of his head. He looked over to his girlfriend and he's like, "Oh, it happened in South Carolina." Bro, why do you know that? Is that really pertinent information for you to know? Why don't you go and read the classics if you're that good at remembering events? Why don't you read the Odyssey? Why don't you read Beowulf? Why don't you read just all the good stuff, the philosophers? The ancient philosophers, not the contemporaries that are just like, the modern society is going to destroy. They all say that. They all say that. And following the human psychological experience, I have not bathed in 4 days. Yeah, I know. I know, Sartre. I know. I know you haven't bathed, dude. I know Freud. He's a psychologist. He's not a philosopher. Yeah, whatever, dude. And I'm black. Yeah. Style. Says, this is a federal meme request. And then someone underneath posted a live. This is a thank you, Eddie. E.T. Huff. I'm glad somebody here has played the best Call of Duty game. Call of Duty World at War. It's the introduction scene of the Japanese torturer in the beginning. And it's live him smoking a cigarette at your face reaction. So, that's just, him. That's an incredible game. I can go on a rant for that game for about an hour, 2 hours or so. But, I don't know. I won't. Because we're kind of, I got a couple of more minutes left. So I want to go through this. Sorry, I kind of went on a little rant. You know what happens. Lucas, the council has decided death penalty. It's a bunch of little kittens. A bunch of little potato cats. A bunch of little taters. A bunch of little tater guys. Little tater kittens. What? Never mind. Gotta go on it. One bunch of little kittens pronouncing the death penalty. Jake sent the meme of Walter White falling in the sand. He's like crying. Water, with the quote, "Water isn't wet. It only makes things wet," motherfuckers, realizing water makes water wet. We're not doing this, Jake. I'm by myself. You're trying to get me to have a Socratic dialogue between myself and I, or a Platonic dialogue where it's like the me floating in the sky, looking down on me, judging me, and deciding and judging my opinions. No, I'm not trying to make a water isn't wet discussion right now when I have 7 minutes left. I got 7 minutes. 7 minutes! Bill Burr, that. That's when he was in Philly. Yeah, pretty good. Kyle says, this is from a post from Real Wrestling World. Colby Rhodes needs a rematch at Draw McIntyre. He got skewed. Someone said, "Are you drunk or are your parents related?" Someone said, "You need ABC Mouse, not Facebook." What is ABC Mouse? I don't know what ABC Mouse is. Is that something that most people know? Is that something that most Americans know? ABC, I don't know. Is that really what I should be hung up on about? No, but Colby Robes. That's a kid. Dude, that's like a musician. My name is Colby Robes. That's a kid. Dude, yeah, there's probably someone on the WSRR app that just that plays that kind of music. Yeah, check out that, by the way. WSRR. We have a free app. We support the local music scene. Check it out. And quick plug. Really good stuff. The next one, Jake Underwood says, post. He says, oh, Style responded. Hold on. Style responded to the water wet thing. Water does not make water wet. It's just wet. Here we go. This is the same, like, is a taco a sandwich kind of argument. We're not doing it. We are not doing it. And I know there is a scientific explanation for water being wet or water making things wet that just a bunch of dudes that get paid 30 grand a year get paid to make. You know, they go through 6 years of school to get their master's degree, and then they get paid 50 grand while they're $200,000 in student loan debt. And they're like, water actually makes things wet. It doesn't make it. I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm glad. And Jake said, no, it's not. The effects of the water are wet, but the water itself isn't wet. Style says water itself is 100% wet, but it's not wet because water. Jake says, when you're underwater, you're okay. This is a debate. You know what? Whose side are you on, guys? Jake says, when you're underwater, you aren't. Let me be a Jake impersonation here. When you're underwater, you aren't wet. That's as best as I can get for you, Jake. It's only when you go out of the water. That's what that you feel wet. Because that is an effect of water, not the water itself. If it was Jake, he would have thrown a dumbass there at the end of it. And Style says, bruh, just because you don't feel wet does not mean you aren't wet. It's like when you put your hand under boiling hot water for so long it starts to go cold. It's still hot even if you don't feel it. Cake. Now you're arguing hot versus cold. We lost the... I'm not doing this. Check out... Dude, this is it. Dadbot chimed in. Holy yap session, dude. If you guys want to read like what a Reddit thread looks like at 2 a.m, just go into the pigeonhole section that Jake and Style arguing. Why did Joseph Smith get put into this? From the Latter-day Saints? Like that Joseph Smith? They're talking about his Harvard degree. They're talking about MLG from Modern Warfare. You're comparing a video game to physics. Isaac Newton, Immanuel Hume, Kant. Oh, wow. Joseph Smith looked into a gold hat and God told him Jesus was white and Adam and Eve are from Missouri. There we go. That's average. Okay, here we go. And then we're talking about rhetoric. You know what? If you guys actually, remember what I said about reading the ancients and not reading the contemporaries? Why don't you read the chat between Jake Underwood and Style in the Pigeonhole chat and just get informed? We're all ignorant and we're all hypocrites in our own way. But, like I said earlier in the beginning of the episode, it is our duty as free men to read so tyrants do not pull us by the nose, lead us by the nose. It just happens, ChatGPT thing. The Dadbot kind of chimed in. He says, I hope you win, son. If you don't know what the Dadbot is, it's just not Dadbot, Dadbot. It's an AI bot in Discord servers that just makes puns to you. If you mention a word, the algorithm kicks on, and he's like, I hope you win, son. I hope you win. Who's the best TV show dad? Like cartoon, like kids cartoon TV show dad. I'm still up for Hugh Neutron. Pretty good dad. Pretty good guy. Loved his wife. Loved his son. Didn't fully understand him. Allowed him to do his scientific stuff, pursue his dreams as a scientist. Good dad. We mess with you. All right. And then we got the last one that was submitted by Style. And it says, it's a tweet. Ozempic? Try Marlboro. Prozac? Try Miller Lite. Adderall? Try White Monster. There's always a natural alternative to anything. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. And another one, if you want to feel wise, smoke deer tongue in tobacco. Not the meat, you weirdos. I do have a blend from Arkansas called Morag, which is a tobacco which has blends of deer tongue in it, which is a plant named by the Native Americans because that's where the white people, the modern day people, got pipe smoking from the natives. And it's pretty good. You don't really taste it. Not that much. But, it's all right. Pretty good stuff. Just check it out. Siloam Springs, Arkansas. You got to get some of that tobacco there. Call them up. Call that guy up and say, hey, let me try some Morag. I want to, just give me an ounce of it. Give me 2 ounces of it. Just try it out. Don't smoke it in a glass pipe. You friggin' Ohioans, dude. Ohioans out here being like, yeah, I'll try pipe tobacco. Let me put it in my bong, bro. What? Who is the type of... You know what? Jake is the type of guy to have put tobacco in a bong when he was like 16. That guy, just to try it. And you know what? Now look at him. Strapping as ever. This is the pitch. This was a fun episode. This went by pretty quick. The Yap session went by pretty quick. You know what you do. These episodes come out once a month. Styles Rebel Radio. In the Styles Rebel Radio Discord page, you will submit your stuff into that Discord, and I will review them on the next episode. It can be a photo. It can be an opinion. It can be a stupid-ass Socratic discussion on water being wet, which totally no one has ever argued before. Or videos. Yeah, I have trouble syncing the videos because I'm not technologically advanced. Which I know it does not take technological advancement to put a video into an audio clip on, but shut up. I do this for free, dude. You know what? I had enough of your jib-jab. How about you've had enough of my jib-jab? This is the pitch. Signing TF off. See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya. See ya.
In the night, with the groove so bright, the pitch takes flight, shining his light. Tweets from the timeline, nonsense and glee. Breaking it down, come vibe with me. Tweet of the week, it's never blink. Free like a leak. Laughter's the goal, that's what we see. In the pigeonhole, let the laughter roll. Even Sanofsky, he's on a stroll. With ridiculous tweets, we're never alone. Join the minute cast and make it your own.
The preceding program is a StylesRebelRadio.com production.